And finally, when that mortar hit me and all those other guys standing around, I got up and wobbly on my legs, and I started yelling, "Find my doctor, find my doctor, find my doctor." He was laying right next to me in a pool of blood. He had walked up to talk to me just as the mortar hit, and it hit him in the femoral artery down in his groin. And he was bleeding out. An Air Force MASH team picked the two of us up, rushed us into a little tent right next door. I reached over and grabbed his hand. As I lay on the stretcher next to him, I grabbed his hand. He was unconscious, or semi-conscious at best. And I just squeezed his hand, and I began to pray. And I began to say, "God, don't let him die. Don't let this man die, Lord. Please, don't let this man die." And I said, "Rob, hold on. Hold on, buddy, you're going to make it." And they were working frantically, trying to save his life. And finally, he wasn't responsive. And finally, he just opened his eyes and he looked over at me with his big dilated eyes, and he said, "Tell Barbara that I love her." And then his eyes rolled back in his head, and he was gone. I looked over at the blood pressure machine, and I looked at the heart monitor, and he had flatlined. And the nurse, Air Force nurse, reached down and put her hand on my shoulder as I was laid there. She said, "Let him go, sir, he's gone. Let him go, he's gone." And I said, I can't let him go. I held on to him. And I kept praying, I kept saying, "Lord, I don't accept what those machines say. You're the author and creator.
Yes.
I'm asking you to save him. I'm asking you to spare him, Lord." If you've been praying for somebody and you don't think they're hearing you, you don't think God's working in their lives, you're wrong. You're wrong to stop praying. You keep praying. My mother prayed for my dad for 50 years. And I saw my dad come to Christ and live the rest of his life as a Christian. You keep praying. Because that man, she said, "Let him go, sir, he's gone. Let him go, sir, he's gone." Tried to take my hand off of his. 2014, that man was chosen as the #1 doctor in the Shenandoah Valley. There he is, right there. Dr. Rob Marsh. That's him. I told this story in Charlotte, not in Charlotte, but in Asheville, North Carolina one night, and a woman came to my book table weeping. She said, "What's the matter, ma'am?" She said, "You don't know it, but that's my brother." And she said, "You don't know the rest of the story. He's a deacon in his church now. He teaches Sunday school. He takes children in the summer to a Sunday school camp because he knows God spared him for a reason. And now he's working for the Lord."